we're going. Okay. Yeah, so what caused people to decide to raise money for you? I mean, you had 100% health insurance, right?
Yeah. We went from the health insurance.
And you had the good health insurance.
I had good health insurance, yes, I did.
Like a PPO kind of thing.
And, well, it was
as opposed to an HMO.
It was, yeah, I think it was a PPO. I think, yeah, we switched from an HMO to a PPO.
Yeah, I did too.
At work. And it's good insurance. It covered, after a certain amount of money out of my pocket, it was covering 100% for most of the stuff. But I was on disability leave from work, and at the end of 6 months, you go into long-term disability, which the company pays for, and of course they pay for it, so now I had to go into COBRA. My COBRA payment at that time was...
Now, what were you paying for insurance prior to your illness?
Prior to that, for my husband and I both, and that included life insurance and all, it was about $125 a month is what it cost me.
Wow.
Which is...
So your company took good care of you.
Oh, yeah.
What did you do?
When I went into the... I worked for Costco Wholesale.
Okay.
And
that sounds like a great policy.
Over 18 years I worked there, and it went up a little bit in price, and everybody complained about it, and I said, gee, that was at the time I had been there for 12 years and had never gone up in price. Right? And I'm like, everything is going up.
It had gone up, but Costco ate more of the expenses is what happened. Yeah.
And
so your company was good to you.
Yeah. And then after the end of the 6 months, and they paid everything for me up to that, and at the end of the 6 months I had to go into COBRA. Well, COBRA was $800 and something a month. And I think I dropped the dental off of it.
Okay.
To drop it down, and Costco said that they would pay half of it.
Which is amazing for Costco.
And
I mean, they must be a good company.
Because most people from COBRA told me most companies only pay 10% if they pay anything.
If they pay anything. What I've learned is often they don't pay anything. Yeah.
And Costco paid 50% of it for the 6 months, and after 6 months, then I was on my own again.
Yeah.
And everybody says, well, I can't believe that they would do that. And I said, well, how much more can they do? I mean,
no, they do more than most.
I mean, I'm not working, and they're taking good care of me.
What you're telling me is better than most.
Right. But I had enough stuff coming out of pocket, because I was bringing home a whole lot less money than what I was,
Because you're hourly worker.
Right, I'm hourly, right? And I get paid very well.
Right.
And
what did you do for them? Were you a cashier? Or were you
I started off in the bakery as a cake decorator.
Okay.
And I did that for 12 years, and then I left and went out on the floor because I was getting arthritis in my hands and stuff, and it was getting painful to do all that decorating. So I went out on the floor and worked in the clothing department as a stalker.
Okay.
So that's what I was doing when I left there. But just before I got diagnosed with breast cancer, my husband lost his job of 12 years.
Now, what did he do?
And he was in construction. He was project manager.
Okay.
And he was, like 63 years old. And I mean, it's just, at that age, it's hard to get a job, especially out here where I live, right?
And the economy has tanked recently, and I'm a realtor, so I know.
He, fortunately, they opened up a new Home Depot up the road from us, and very luckily, he did get a job there. I mean, he's still there. But his cut in pay that he took when he went to that, between just him himself, I was putting $800 less a month in the bank than what I normally did. And then, from him. Plus, now I was getting less, too. So I could get, and I know the money that I had in my savings account was gone.
Yeah.
A little bit here, a little bit there. So they decided they did benefit for me here.
Do you know how much you paid out of pocket? Any idea?
In the long run, from beginning to end, I know I went through about $5,000 from out of my savings account up until right about now. Now I'll be going in more.
We've done about 20,000.
Yeah. So
that's with the PPO.
Yeah. So I've been pretty good. I haven't done. There was a lot of stuff I could have done. They wanted me to go to these meetings and stuff like that, and I just wasn't into the meetings. It's like
they didn't work for me either.
I don't mind talking to people about it when they want to talk and stuff, but I don't want to go in there and then and it's just if I got somebody to sit and talk with me, fine.